Nagaland laga textile aru handicrafts kan enega products kan aru designs kan worldwide te takan bisi famous banai dise enega bi ko pare ami kan aru eti pura jai bahar export hoy etu jaga tu ile Heirloom Naga Centre guina ase Sovima da ase ami kan lode Heirloom Naga Centre laga director Mr. Nathan Jelling bi ase ayu ami kan ete aru insight ti janibo Heirloom Naga Centre de ki la kam khan hoy tikune yes thank you so much aru apni time dia karne bi thank you so much yes Mr. Nathan welcome to Dimapur today
thank you Dimapur today mala center de aina showcase kuri dia karne moi before we start Heirloom Naga Centre ki ase etu noko age de moi ekta piece of history ekta dikhao mon ase mohan karne this textile etu was designed by my mother 30 years ago. This is our first textile. 1993 de tai company start kora demni itu design kurina start kurise. So itu is like a testimony for us mohan na. Itu pichide mohan kiman 30 years hoina kicha nijor la thing ide puncha la na.
So perseverance na aru hard work. Itu dile mane 30 years la journey ase.
Dedication go itu to.
30 years la journey takan la first itu design ase gise te takan rakhina ase itu khode ase goile itu right now ami kan gallery de ase for Heirloom na to ite gallery de takan there is artifacts kan kiba showpiece kan rakhina ase to ami kan aru dekhabo apni kan ke okay ite Heirloom Naga Centre de apni kan ki kam to
so Heirloom Naga Centre to Sovima de ase mohan last year start kurise in fact end of the week mohan 22nd day 1 year hole ase mohan la itu center do utha karne thank you so Heirloom Naga Centre day we have various brands ase mohan la for the textiles we have Heirloom Naga then for the handicrafts we have Cane Concept aru ura design hoise gole do architecture aru interior designing la firm ase which is started by my brother aru mohan we have various other facilities icha mohan gallery de ase apart from the gallery mohan guest house ekta ase mohan hostel bi ase ede design students kan ahina thakiule parina ahina sikhiule then we also have a eatery aru mohan la workshop space kan mi sob in house ase
ton family involved ase business
mohan 3 of us so the company was started like I said by amma ba start kurise enia gorina dada join kurise few years ago and then moi last year ba moi in fact moi UPSC aspirant ekta thakise enia gorina somehow it wasn't working out I should say so yete moi since last year join gorina and I began to start loving my job enia gorina now I handle the programs or workshops kan ki hoy ede moi management itohan moi cha size
acha can we know more about this Cane Concept
Cane Concept hoise gole to handicraft so handicraft hoise gole furnitures aru trays itu mohan cane aru bamboo han ba ki han ba banai so production bi sob yete ba hoy mohan we have a lot of artisans living with us mohan directly employ gore than ge yete na so yete center de ki dekhise gole bi sob yete la hai ase mohan la nijor manu han banala na
so training to likenega apni on la ite training lom jase kunba
so mohan training we have in loom introduction to loom koi aru mohan weaving or basket weaving khan la start kurina ase mohan in fact mohan beginning of this year he mohan first mohan la workshop thakise children's workshop koina mohan start kurise where we had about 20 students and between the ages 9 to 12 na 13 la thakisile so 3 day workshop thakise where we taught them basketry or weaving jewelry making into inside into Naga cooking ki han mon sikai so mohan now a lot of guests bahar ba han bi ania workshops kan de tan take part kuri ase so for anybody coming to Dimapur or any mohan locals kan hoise gole if sikhiule mon ase gole our space is always open
ami kan kiba nega handicrafts kan noile culture related traditional related ami kan kiba saman kan sabu munja gule exhibitions kan rukhi thaku lage na exhibition program kan kiba rukhi lage to ilbi te Heirloom Naga te toile anytime
oi any Heirloom Naga any bhabibi the Heirloom Naga Centre ekta platform ase to promote Naga hanla art and culture na to the rest of the world. Khali mohan la manu hai no na sabke dekhaule na. So mohan gallery de we have various arts and artifacts, mohan things that we've been collecting over the years. So ye de sab ki dekhi ase edu mohan la family la collection ase ete na. So kunba interesting pieces khan ase sabo gole moi dekhai dibo ekta dita na.
Yes sir. Kita mian kui thaga nisna ide heirloom naga ete laga products toile internationally bahar tok jai thake. तो इतो की करने आसे गोले एक ता कथा तो ऐसे डिजाइन तो हो लगे ना तो इतो आमी खन लोद ऐसे इतो हेirloom नागा सेंटर लगा क्रिएटिव डायरेक्टर मिस्टर आकू जेलेंग आयु ताइलो दे जानियो ताइला किनेगा इनसाइट जानियो heirloom नागा यस थैंक यू फॉर योर टाइम
First of all, thank you Dimapur today. Mohan ke bhi enega hegina time digina coverage diatu. We are very thankful. And as the creative director, I would like to say that our space Heirloom Naga Centre is to celebrate arts, crafts, culture from Nagaland. Especially, I definitely believe and I am committed that there are very few places left in the world where true skills are still very predominant or prevalent. I think Enika ekta center nisna mohan bhi create kurigina to explore creativity, to do collaborations. It is space to vele mohan karne to no hoide. It's for everyone. One does not have to be a interior designer, only a furniture designer. One can be an artist, one can be a photographer, and so on and so forth. Please one understand that this center was built to explore creativity and for everyone. This is a platform that we provide. If somebody is interested in learning something new in this line of work, then with open arms, you are most welcome. And if you want to learn something new as well, you are most welcome. There are Mohan, for creativity wise, we do a lot of training programs privately and with the government as well. In fact, 6th of November we had one with the German High Commission. And Eniga programs, say for example, they had sent a very well known basketry maker from Norway. So itu maiki Norway as a designer and a maker herself. Mohan artisans they engaged and they did a collaboration. And of course there were other organizations also who were present. This is one of the examples that I would like to share because this was done recently. So our main agenda as of now is to create jobs. We call it creative economy. And secondly is to create a creative community. So everybody is most welcome over here, and we look forward to seeing you all. Thank you so much.
If any message of any messages for the artisans who works in the villages and who works in the remote areas and they are not being able to bring the products in the mainstream markets. Is there any provisions that you can help them? Kiniga modot punchao paru of nigan through Heirloom Naga Centre.
Before even the center was built, allow me to highlight this is that itu program to mohan poila brai kori thakise. So very specifically I just mentioned creative economy ko the creative rural economy skills ase ami halo the materials ase within Nagaland. So which is why I had mentioned that this is a space to think of us as an aggregate center that apni lo the skill ase yete heavy, let us refine your skills, let us hone your skills, and when you go back we place orders with you. If you don't have the skills ahebi yete, you learn the skills over here and from there on we can take it forward. So this is one simple model in our own humble capacity that we do, which is why I mentioned that programs kan mohan bishi kori thake koi kena yete.
Which means manu tai skills ase tai lo the designs kan ase resources nai takan they can get help from your center.
Right. For a growing economy like India, and also understanding our position in geopolitically, there is also enough room for creativity and sustainability even under the 2030 UN SDGs. For example, there are very less places left where the skills are still there. I keep highlighting on this because it is the case. So to bring everybody under one roof, to celebrate culture, and it's a very proud moment for us as well, identifying craft as a national treasure. So we should definitely capitalize on this. We should definitely share it, preserve it, and share it with the rest of the world. Thank you.
Can we know like Afghan products in which countries could they be famous or it's more in demand in which countries?
The European market has always been a very steady market for us. The US market is there. Japan is also a big market. But although I must mention that the 2020 lockdown was a blessing in disguise, also because at that time, I call it a blessing in disguise because during that time a lot of orders were not sure, unsteady, on hold. It was paused. We didn't have any certainty, so naturally we wanted to protect our artisans in the first place, and so we started engaging more with the domestic market. We were doing the domestic market, but very specifically the hospitality sector, and it is a very proud moment to say that we can be self-sufficient within our own nation. The buying capacity has really tremendously increased. I think also Nagaland is very revered by many most conscious buyers, that you have such good things coming out of this state. So it is we should definitely look as craft as a national treasure.
Yes, so what's your one message as a professional designer to the artisans and the local designers?
To the designers, I would say be original, wear your culture very proudly on your sleeves, walk the walk, talk the talk. To the artisans, I would say that this kind of work, any artisans can get any type of काम करा दो हले, craft as of now, handicraft, handloom khan hobby has become a luxury. So it is a very, very, very good time to engage into this line of work. I think that's number one. Number two, anything that is handmade is very well respected. So it's not something that one has to be ashamed of or anything on that notion. Times have changed, zamana badli hoise. So the makers themselves, the artisans themselves, I think should be really revered, and they should be made stars.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir, for your time. Afnigan yes kuidia nis na. Afnigan Heirloom Naga Centre Sovima te ayu paribo aru takanlo te collaborate kuru paribo, and you can take ideas also from them. Do you go? Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you everyone.